Project Hope. He was standing on a street corner, holding a cardboard sign, and there was something so wonderfully retro about him. Until he reached to his fanny pack and pulled out a smart ring, at which he scoffed with indignation before shoving it back into its dark confinement. "Let go of your fears," the young man yelled to a couple of passers-by. "This is the first step to our salvation." A confused gaze from the strangers made him quickly specify. "Non-religiously, just like life-wise, you know." Eric smiled at the fellow. Sure, his street prophet act needed some work, but it was a fair effort nonetheless. Project Hope, rest in peace to the old humanitarian organization which once held this noble name, was nearing its launch. But many a heart was still stricken by fear, despite the government's best efforts at familiarizing the public with everything concerning the initiative. Eric reached the terminal and took off his glasses to let the scanner confirm his identity. The steel door opened and he stepped forward and onto the scale. "Thank you, Eric. You may pass." A pleasant female voice rang in his earbud. When he was younger, he used to kind of have a crush on her. Weird, but not the weirdest. He'd thought once it'd be funny to tell Sabrina about it, but she did not laugh. Which, to be fair, was amusing in and of itself. His girl would get jealous of a sandwich if he described it with enough passion. Eric's ring vibrated, letting him know that both his father and his grandma sent their confirmations to the system. He unloaded 6 glass bottles onto the nearest conveyor and watched them ride into the maw of the machine. A quick moment later, they emerged on the other side, filled with water and neatly sealed. "And off we go, fellas." He put them back in his backpack, right as his ring vibrated and the voice in the earbud notified him. "Incoming call from Sabrina." "Accept," he said. "Hey there, handsome. What about that Alterlax pickup, Hey, I said Wednesday, right? Don't tell me it's Wednesday already." Sabrina snorted. "No, still Tuesday. But I was thinking, you could drop by today, maybe?" she asked. "Dad is working late." "Oh, don't tempt me. I promised Grandpa to show him some basic VR game today. Before he has to brave the Lux." Indeed, with Project Hope looming ahead, even the most gaming-averse individuals had to catch up with the times. Grandpa pled with Eric to ease him into the whole affair. Eric would forever be baffled how one barfy experience in the man's childhood had spoiled the idea of VR gaming for life for him. Must have been a bath of a century. In one of the accounts, Grandma had actually lost a stomach in the process and had since been digesting with the power of will alone. "Oh, come on, there's still time," Sabrina tried. "Sab?" "Eric, I need to talk to you. And no, I'm not breaking up with you, but we gotta talk." Her voice grew serious. "Come over." Eric sighed. "Seriously, why don't you just move in with us until launch?" "I can't." "Why not? You're lonely. You keep complaining. Your father is hardly ever home nowadays." "It's just a lot." "Sabrina, what's going on?" Eric stopped by the exit door and leaned on the wall. "We haven't even picked the realm. We gotta make so many plans. I'm fine not going vanilla, but every time I try to talk about it, you change the topic or silence me with sex." She didn't respond, but she stayed on the line. Eric gave her a moment, then asked, "Is something wrong? You know you can tell me anything." Sabrina took another long moment, and Eric, suddenly flushed with a wave of gnarly heat, unzipped his jacket. And then she said, "Eric, I'm not going in." Of all the things, this was the one he could not have expected. "What do you mean you're not going in? Everyone's going in. It's not It's not our call not to go in. It was mandatory, regulated, obligatory, refusing to go in when being hunted down and locked up. On the inside, to be clear. My dad was asked to stay outside, Sabrina said quietly. I'd rather go, but they don't separate close families. And even if they did, I can't just leave him here. It was Eric's turn to be silent. Eric, say something, please. He couldn't. He ended the call. He stomped on the scale so hard, for a moment it displayed him carrying twice his allowed amount of water. The machine started to beep and he smacked the siren. Chill out, Jesus! The bouncer twitched, but the machine did in fact chill out as the weight settled down and Eric left without a surge. The dude outside kept on waving his sign, calling out to whomever was listening. It's not an escape into lies. It's a preparation for the new truth. Kind of like the old truth, but like also real. It's not a trip into our delusion, but a chance to see our future. Eric stormed up to him, and with an angry slap he knocked the sign out of the man's hands. He looked at Eric in utter confusion. Hey man, what the hell? You and your stupid future. Eric huffed, then spit on the sidewalk. And then he took a breath, picked up the goddamn sign, and shoved it back into the dude's hands. Sorry, man. I don't know what came over me. I mean, I do. Of course I do. The prophet frowned and put the sign behind him, out of Eric's reach. Are you okay? I wish. Just found out that my girlfriend is not going in. Huh? How come? Her father is a surgeon. Oh yeah. They want more doctors to stay, I heard. Especially the specialists. To monitor the robots monitoring our vitals and such, I guess. He pouted and nodded slowly. Makes sense. Fuck sense. Well, it is just 5 years in the end, right? If your girl loves you, she'll wait. It's like... He stuttered, trying to think of an example quickly. Remember that hot chick that got a prison sentence for hacking in some Loomis in the Shimmer Fields? That was 5 years, and she didn't change a bit. She got free and she went right back to it. Eric pursed his lips. Yeah. Look, man, I'm really sorry about this whole thing. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm not usually an asshole. No worries. He brought his battered sign back up front, a gesture of trust and understanding. Love can make assholes out of the best of us. Eric nodded. He did love Sabrina, didn't he? Well, crap. That complicated things.